You don't want to live stream? What's with that foot? What's with that foot? What's with that foot? Oh, my.
Oh my, these birds can be so funny. Okay. Actually, we are live on YouTube. For me, the video is still processing, which means I need to wait till the chat appears. So if anyone is still here in chat, and yeah, hello and welcome. I hope I soon can write back. Let's see. That looks good.
KK, can you say hello?
You're live, yeah.
I don't feel like I'm live. Are we live, KK? Is this Cockatude? Cockatoos with attitude? Cecil, quit scaring the other birds. Running around with something orange in your beak. Oh, now you're my friend, huh, Sugar? Now that I patched my glasses back together. Hmm? Hi, Jasper. I have someone sitting on my arm. Come on, there you go. Hello, Sugar. Oh, what? I can pet the beak now that I have my other glasses back on?
So we have two chatters here already. Lisa Banerjee, who says hi, friends, and Jocelyn Triggle, who says hi ho, Don and Vlog.
Hello. You say hello, Sugar? You talk to me now? You talk to other people? Uh-huh. You were the only one that went berserk when my glasses broke. Yeah. Ouch. Watch it. You got a sharp beak up there, kid. Jazz was nice to me. No, you can't come down here. You can't come
GTH
down here.
042 is here.
Oh, you can't come down here. No. Not with KK. I would love to have you down here, but he'll go nuts. He'll go nuts if you come down. You know how he is. Cecil, what are you doing?
And Falcons joined us.
Hello, Falcons.
Also, hello again to GTH. I think Don hasn't heard that you're here while he was busy with Jasmine.
Hey, GTH.
And Jocelyn would like to know, how did your glasses break?
Oh, the problem with the plastic frames, the metal frames, it's the middle part that breaks the bridge. On the plastic frames, the arms fall off. Somebody wants in.
I let Elian in.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm making the medicine for them in the morning, and the left side of my glasses fell off, and my glasses fell off on my face. So I put on an old pair, and Sugar would not accept it. She just would not accept me in those. Nope, that's not you. I'm not dealing with you.
Hey everyone.
Hey Eleanor.
Sorry I'm late. I was just finishing off my dinner. Because it's an hour earlier than usual.
Yep. In Europe we had already clock change. So I was highly concentrated the whole day to not miss the live. Since I did it the last time when we had clock change.
No, they got to stop fiddling with the clocks. I think it's ridiculous. But
so Sugar accepted, you know?
Well, since I epoxied these back together, yeah. Of neither one of the two sides of the frame move now. They're epoxied on, so.
Oh dear.
I actually decided I like the other glasses better, but I'm going to have to train her to accept them. She won't let me even touch her if I put the other glasses on.
Gosh, fussy.
Picky girl, aren't you? Just picky. Yeah, it can be the smallest thing, but changing your facial, the way you look, the way your face looks, that's something that can definitely set them off. But most of them gave me strange looks, except for Lorelei. She accepted it right away because she's seen me in all kinds of glasses over the years. But not this one. She was, nope, I'm not going to let you get away with that. She'll get used to them because I'm going to keep switching back into them. I really don't like these much.
Yeah, I'll have to get trained. Who's next to Shig? Is that Jasmine or Manda?
That's Jazz.
Hey, Jazz.
Mander comes out every day, but he won't come out with the flock. I mean, they all chase him around, and nobody seems to like him. So
Oh,
at
bless
least
him.
so he won't come out. But he comes out in the morning and he sits with me at night and does his jungle sounds and everything else.
Oh, what a good boy.
But he doesn't want to be out with a group. I'm
Yeah, we're
working
all
on.
a bunch of meanies.
Yeah.
All picking on poor baby Manda.
And Bob and Kaz are doing better, but they're still not. Yeah, I can't bring them out if I don't have two hands because you never know when they're going to decide it's time to attack somebody. So.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? You think I should pet you? Why should I pet that beak? You wouldn't let me pet you yesterday. You wouldn't let me pet you yesterday. At some point, I will need to get new glasses, and then I'm going to have a real issue with her because no matter what I do, they're not going to look the same. So, but if the state of California ever gets off its laurels and sends me my birth certificate with the change of name on it, so I can get a driver's license here, then I have to go to get new glasses before I go in. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I can see fine to drive, but I want to be able to have the best vision I can. I go back to bifocals too. I'm tired of this. I never should have got the gradiated one where you can't see the line. I don't like these at all, but I've been wearing them now for what, 5 years or something. What? Well, I don't know. Is that a jazzy jazz bird? Is that the jazzy jazz bird? Hi, Jasmine. Hi, sweetie.
So much more luck and cuteness.
Mm.
Yesterday when Don had the other classes on, yeah, hardly a bird was seen.
Yeah.
Was pretty much human meeting and Cecil.
Jazz came over towards the end and let me pet her and got in my lap. Wanted me to hold her after KK got put away.
GTH says he thinks Jasmine is lining up the camera, and a bomb emoji. I think he means that she's the targeting the camera in the drop zone.
Uh-oh. Do we trust that, Jazz? What you gonna do?
Sugar's a little closer, but more likely she's gonna go right on top of KK. Why should I pet that beak? You wouldn't let me pet it yesterday. You wouldn't let me pet that beak yesterday. No, you wouldn't. She was in full territorial defense mode when she saw me. Like, Who's this imposter and why is he trying to put his hand on me? All right? Is that what you were doing? Mm-hmm. Not sure. Hmm?
Probably thought she had that psychological problem. Well, it's not really psychological, it's more neurological, but I think it's called like is it the Capgras delusion, where people think that their loved ones have been replaced by robots or something that look identical. So she saw you and she's like, oh no, Don has been replaced by an identical copy with evil intentions. And he's putting his hands in my cage.
It's the evil Cartman. Yeah.
For that, all these animals are pretty nice to these imposter animatronics, which visit regularly some wild animals.
Why are you stepping on the camera? Phone,
Especially
camera,
the
whatever.
penguins were always like, "Oh, you poor soul, what have they done to you? Do you want to join our gang?"
This is not where you walk, silly. KK, what are you doing? Hmm? What are you up to?
Question by GTH. With your appearance change, have you ever pushed to see how long it takes to accept? Is it not worth the stress?
Well, it's like any other change. You have to introduce it gradually. So what I'm doing now is switching back and forth between the glasses and letting her watch me take one off and put the other on and try to make the connection in her head. But it is stressful. I mean, I wouldn't do something like some people change their hair color or something. I wouldn't do that. But and with Bob around, I sure wouldn't shave because he will bite the heck out of me if I try that. But
Yeah, I think if you do it again, it might break Bob permanently.
may do it. Yeah, it took him about 3 days to adjust to it. So if I just chosen not to bring back facial hair, I probably could have got away with it. But I don't think I could now.
I think someone is sitting super close up there to Pippa. Is that Snowball cuddling up? On your left.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, how sweet! Snowball cuddling up with his friend Pippa.
Yeah, they're friends as long as there's no frisbees around.
Mm-hmm. But that's amazing. He can sit super close to Pip and she just chills.
Yeah, they were fine up until I started introducing frisbees in their room. So what are you doing? Oh, it's you.
Mm.
All right, come on. Felt someone jamming something into my head. It was Cecil.
Who could this be?
Yeah, you can get them over almost any hump like that. You just have to be sure they don't get too upset. So even with Sugar, when I was obvious she didn't like my appearance, I just stood there and talked to her sweetly, and she just looked at me like I'm not buying any of it. But
The moment she's sitting up there like, I'm still mad at you. At least a bit.
I think she just wants to have her beak petted right now. And I got Cecil on my phone in one hand, and I got KK he keeps taking over my hand. KK, you need to sit on me, not on my hand. I need the hand occasionally. There you go. There you go. There you go. See, KK could have been in that movie Rio because he only has 3 toes on each foot.
Mm. I'm happy he still can perch.
Yeah, he doesn't have any problem perching. That's the least important of all the toes. Fortunately, I really wonder how that happened, but
Mm-hmm.
we'll never know.
Mm-hmm.
KK, what is it about owning my arm? Hmm? I know it's like a perch, but makes it hard to move my hand around with you sitting on my arm, kiddo. What are you doing? Hmm? What are you doing? Oh, big yawn. Well, tomorrow I might do it today, but I'm going to see if I can fell that one tree out there, maybe the other two that need to come down. So I might have another facial change. What do you think, KK? KK, when I came up to him with the other glasses, he gave me a double take, but then he was fine with it. Most of the other ones looked at me a little askance, like there was something wrong, but there's only Sugar who said, I don't know who you are. Those are my fingers. If you keep chewing on them, there won't be much left. Yeah, anytime you make a facial change, it's a real issue. Change your hair, change the glasses you're wearing, change the hair on your face, or even someone who puts on different kinds of lipstick or something. I wouldn't know personally, but that can trigger a problem for a bird. So they tend to look the same all the time. So and they don't have a problem with it. I don't know why we have to look different. Something wrong with our genes, I guess. They're pretty happy to look the way they came into the world. Mm-hmm. Hi, KK. Must you eat my hand? Must you eat my hand? Well, can't be that tasty. Nope. Situation normal. KK eating my finger and headbanger over here.
And there is Cecil in action. And Cecil, what are you doing? Summoning the glasses.
And Dr. Zelig's, who's working mostly with marine animals now, I mean, she has to train them to be able to accept a full operating theater while they're wide awake. So if she can do that, then we can certainly train them to put up with a change like new glasses. But normally you'd go to the optometrist, your glasses would come in, and then you'd expose them a little bit every day to it. But I couldn't do that because it takes a while for the epoxy to set. So yeah, the process ABA, it's called desensitization. So she will desensitize an animal so that it can be operated on while it's wide awake. Because with marine mammals, they can die. Um, Unfortunately, it's avians are tough with that too. General anesthetics are something you don't want to give them because they don't always come out, and when they are under general anesthetic, they have to have someone there who is acting as an anesthesiologist that's monitoring their signs the whole time you're doing an operation. So So, for example, when Bob gets a cloacopexy, so that, they're basically just putting a little loop of suture in there to keep everything from coming out. They do that wide awake. And it really isn't, Bob's more concerned about the being on his back than he is about having somebody suture him. So, and it doesn't take long, just a couple of minutes and it's done. So, no anesthesia. What are you doing? The primary anesthesia for a parrot is a gas. And they basically gas them lightly and put a mask over their face. That's the safest way if you're doing a minor procedure. But anything that's going to take anything more than 10 minutes is definitely going to take an anesthesiologist and a general anesthetic. You could work with them to make them calm, to do it like Dr. Zelix does with the big animals, but that would have to mean you had someone who was a caretaker who knew what they're doing, and that isn't that common, unfortunately. A lot of people who have parrots can't even trim nails, so, and that does take with some of these birds, like with him, it takes a little ABA to make it happen. I now put a collar on him, but if he was going to fight me and really just didn't want the collar on, I couldn't do much without training him to accept it. So what are you chewing on? What are you chewing on? Nothing? You want my finger? Okay. Diesel, what are you doing over there?
So we have some comments. One is from TTH, who is mentioning that he still finds it pretty creepy when you stick your fingers in their beak and compares it to sticking your hand in the blender while it's unplugged.
I always think of it as putting my head in the mouth of a tiger, but.
And Lisa told a story about Rico. Rico knows if a technician comes inside the house, he will put out its tail and up goes the crest. Then he will start acting funny talking.
Yeah, they take center stage when somebody comes in, that's for sure.
Yeah, the show off for the cable guy.
Yeah, and Falcon Sue thinks she must be part cockatoo because she got scared when a friend of her shaved off his beard. Oh, and GTH has a question to all the vet stuff. He asks, can we monitor birds' basic vital signs?
Yeah, that's you can, but it's usually only done in operational situations. I mean, they do have things you can put on them that you can monitor, but these birds are pretty good about taking things off. So if you're at the vet, there's sometimes they'll put something on to monitor their pulse rate and that kind of thing. But then they have to have a collar on them, and that can also raise the pulse rate. So very similar to when you go to the doctor and they do they put the cuff on you and they check your blood pressure. You really don't get an accurate reading for most people because most people are stressed by being at the doctor. So they have a false set of guides telling them what normal blood pressure is. It's misleading because people tend to get upset. I don't, so they'll usually say my blood pressure is a little bit low. That's because they're used to having it high on everybody who comes in. And yep, right. Did you have something to say about that?
He said,
so I was away from keyboard, so I don't know if the last comment by Lisa was already mentioned, that Rico said hello to Cecil.
Hello, Rico.
Hello. Do you say hello, Cecil? He can, but getting him to say it is really tough. He can say hi, hello, and Cecil.
Mm.
And
So
he's
Cecil probably won't greet you back. Rup, 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 rup. And there's Erin.
nobody's gone after the Halloween toy yet.
Hey, Dotted Flock. Hey, Extended Flock fam.
Hello.
Hey, Erin.
Hey, Aaron.
A nice,
So-
beautiful day.
Don mentioned a Halloween toy.
Yeah, it's hanging there by its neck. Has a little noose on it.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh, I see it. Okay, right. Yeah, you're pointing it right. Okay.
Mm.
Excellent. Oh, that's his tie. He's wearing a tie.
He's wearing a tie. Yeah.
Nice.
Somebody has played with it because that one was around the waist, not around the feet. So somebody grabbed part of him.
Nice.
Well, after
Just
Go on, Pippa, go get it.
they're feeling it out.
Go, Pippa. He said something bad about Steve.
I
Oh,
heard him.
dear.
That's right.
And here's Rosebud Atkins. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Rosebud.
Hello. I always get a kick out of it too when I've recently heard people talking about Bill Gates like he's such a great guy because he's doing this foundation and everything, and he's been a sleazeball since he hit the planet. You know, he basically sold an operating system. Well, he paid for it with money he got from his dad for the DOS disk operating system, and then he sold it to IBM for $3 a system. They thought he was crazy. No, he's just your basic crook. He knows how to make money. And then he stole the idea, the look of the Macintosh, and called it Windows. It's not the same thing underneath because what's underneath is trash compared to what's inside of an Apple system. But I mean, I just see him as an extremely rich thief. So,
I think
and
that's a good way to describe a billionaire, I think.
yeah, I think when you get down to the bottom, they're all like that. But I mean, I know enough about him because I was in the computer industry. I have no respect for him whatsoever. But
Good old Bill Gates.
Steve was a little different, but he was a genius. There's the difference. Bill Gates is a thief who made money based on other people, and Steve was an innovator. Will you quit chasing him, please?
Right. It's like the artist versus a capitalist. I mean, they're both in the capitalist world to some extent, but it's like there's an art to one and
Yeah, it's hard for me to think of Steve as much of a capitalist though, because when he came back to Apple, they were talking about compensation. He said, "Pay me $1 a year," and they're like, "No, no, no. What's your $1 a year?" For the first 2 years he was back at Apple, he took $1 because he cared more about the company coming back to life than he did about his income. He was still getting income off of Pixar, so because he had turned Pixar into this money-making machine, but it wasn't so much that. He was one of the guys there. John Lasseter was a great animator who'd doing all these little films that were winning awards, like 5-minute animations, and Steve. They were doing so bad that Steve ended up paying for that out of his own pocket, and so we wouldn't have even had Pixar if it wasn't for Steve. So I know you see her
that
over
is
there.
wild. Pixar. It's excellent. I think John Lasseter might have worked on some Hayao Miyazaki movies, possibly.
Yeah, he's in another company now. I got to find out where he is because that'll be where the good films come next, not out of Pixar.
Right. Wherever he
Don't
goes.
think. Yeah, if Disney gets its full control of Pixar, it's a dead horse. Look at the junk they were putting out when Pixar came along. How What are you doing? Are you trying to get me killed? Are you trying to get killed? You are, aren't you? Yes, you are. That's Pippa. She's not going to hurt me. Look at that look on his face. No, no, no. It's all right.
Sweet
It's all,
look.
yeah. And that's not a sweet look. He wants to gut her right now. Get her off of us. He doesn't actually want to hurt her. He just wants to get her off of me. It's all right. You
But
notice
it
I'm not.
looks very adorable, even if he's not happy.
Yeah. Well, I'm not trying to pet him because I know he's gonna. I might get nipped. Are you okay? Can I pet you? All right. You're doing better than usual. Good boy. Good boy. To let me know that there's danger on my shoulder. Danger, danger. It's Pippa.
Well, she is very dangerous.
Yeah.
Danger, danger, Will Robinson. That's how old I am. I remember that. No, you're not getting out of my arm. That is not happening. No. You can get on my shoulder. That's fine. But you're not getting on my arm. She won't tolerate that. You can get up on my shoulder. Go on. It's okay. It's all right. Okay, Kate. Yeah, he says, I'm gonna keep an eye on her. Yeah, Pippa can tell you too. Whoops, what's going on here? There we go. Pippa can tell you too if Steve Jobs hadn't been around, you can't imagine what you'd be doing now. You probably wouldn't be watching the flock at the Chloe Sanctuary. Because you think IBM do anything like this, you're dreaming.
Well, yeah, that would be a shame if we couldn't all be here with you in the aviary right now. For that reason alone.
That Steve wouldn't have happened. At least it wouldn't have happened. It would have been a lot longer in the future.
Yeah. Well, we want it now, so.
When he did the first presentation for the iPhone, it was an all-nighter. Well, they were trying to get just right, the lighting right. He was incredible on that kind of thing. The lighting just had to be right. The way he had it all figured out exactly how he was going to do it. He was an amazing presenter too.
Yeah, definitely great skills to have to be the head of like a company, the creative department.
And the last vestige of Steve, when Johnny Ive left Apple, that was it. Who cares if Wozniak leaves? That guy, he was he was there at the beginning, but he would have been nothing without Steve. And they made a good team to start things off, but it was Steve that kept things going.
Didn't know that.
I think
Yeah,
Pippa likes when you tell stories about Steve.
Yeah,
Yeah, she looks like she's enjoying it.
he loves Steve, don't you, girl? Yeah, Wozniak was working for HP, and he went to him and said, "Oh, well, I've created this personal computer, and you guys, since I created it, and I'm working for you, even though he did it on his own time, you should have first shot at it." And HP said, "Oh, it'll never go. Nobody will have a computer in their home. It'll never happen." So if he would have given it to them, that's like I say, he's not a bright guy. He's a good engineer, but other than that, no. And then after the company really started going, he basically did nothing.
Mm.
Nice to be a millionaire when you're living off someone else. So
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't read his book. He wrote a book, I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. I have no interest in reading it. It comes out of his head.
Probably a ghostwriter anyways.
Probably. Yeah, he doesn't. He's an engineer. Not too many engineers can rub their tummies and scratch their head at the same time. So.
So, comment by GTH. Tim Cook reminds me of the Dune character that was sent to Arrakis to squeeze. Good scene to watch before reading their quarterly reports.
Beast Raban, yes. Well, honestly, he hasn't done much. I mean, yeah, he did do the watch, which was pretty good. I mean, I use it. It's important to me to keep track of everything I'm doing. So that was Tim's deal, but we don't know how much of it was, what Steve thought about that or what. No one knows whether Steve thought that idea up or not. But since then, just look at Siri. I mean, still, I wouldn't use anything but an Apple, but Siri's a piece of junk. I mean, we have something out there called Chat GPT that runs circles around Siri, and Apple has nothing. It gets me wrong 9 times out of 10.
I'd be careful saying that with Pippa so close to your face.
Yeah, it might. Well, Siri really. I mean, it'll do minimal stuff, but that's it.
Yeah, Siri back then was a great idea, but it hasn't been updated to, what actually now could be done by a thing like Siri.
Yeah, Steve was around, and he actually he like grabbed the phone that had Siri on it, and he started asking questions just to see if it could answer the basic stuff. And it wasn't hard for him to confuse it, but it was better than he thought it would be. So he's like, okay, we can use this until we get something better. And they've almost done nothing. It's amazing. Of course, Microsoft's worse, but
GTH has the opinion that Siri might work better without 12 cockatoos in the background.
maybe. But I'm impressed with Chat GPT because it'll usually figure out what I'm saying, even with a bunch of, HEPA filters and cockatoos making noise. It still figure out what I
Right. Even with the humidifier on, it'll get it.
But you ask Siri a basic, simple question, and it can't answer it. I asked Chat GPT. I said, these wise men that came to find the baby Jesus, looking back at the original Greek, how did I put it? I said, looking back at the original Greek, what does wise men translate as? Hey, get out of there. Leave her alone. Stop it. It doesn't translate as that. That was me talking to Cecil.
That would have been funny.
Long explanation that it was magi, from the word magi, which means astrologer. And the reason they were
wow.
Yeah, because they were following the star because they were astrologers. That's why. And it translates.
Oh my gosh. That makes even more sense.
Yeah, ask Chat GPT and it'll tell you. Ask Siri and it'll go, what? What did you say?
What did you say?
Webpage, maybe. Webpage. Oh, now you're getting Pippa turned away from me. I start talking about Siri. Yeah, but it got it right. It looked it up. The word's magi, which means astrologer. So,
wow. Is that Cecil doing laps up there?
Yeah, he just scared Sugar a little bit. That's why I was yelling at him. Come here, Jazz. You can't come down here. That's the last
I just saw the flash of white with a little yellow. I saw it twice. Moving fast.
You be nice, Monster Bird. Come on, Monster Bird. Maybe if I turn the camera around the other way.
Cecil Hyde. Running around with that block in his mouth.
I'm not sure, but when it comes to what actually is comparable to Siri, which is Alexa and these Google device, I don't think they work much better. I think they're optimized on Amazon or Google. Order that for me, but not much more.
The Google works a little bit better, but that's because it tracks you all over the web, everything you do. So it can, it works a little bit better, but still, The only one that truly works is ChatGPT, which now you can actually buy the latest version to use. That's $20 a month, or you can use the earlier version for free, which is what I do. But it answers most medical questions right. It answers questions about bird physiology so far perfectly.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so that's my first place I go when I'm researching now. And then I'll ask, you can start a conversation, you get information on something, and then you're looking at what is the renal shunt in a parrot, and then it'll give you an answer, and then say, well, can you provide me some resources or resources like abstracts on this, and it'll go and get them for you. Here it is. There to line it up, and then you can test and see if the information it gave you was right.
Amazing.
Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, I would love to have you down on my shoulder. I would, but I think I might get killed. Since you can't sit still and you try to climb down my arm. And the first thing he does is what they would do in the wild. He reaches around and tries to nab me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just warning me that there's danger. That's all he's doing. He's not trying to hurt me. He hasn't ever hurt me doing that.
Aw.
But it depends on how fast she rushes down, how hard he's gonna warn me. So let me see that beak again. Oh, let me see it. Oh, you won't let me see it right now. See, so be nice to her. Quit doing that. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. You want to hit somebody, you got to hit me. You know that. You know it. You know it. Be nice.
Well, we can test it, GTH. If ChatGPT will answer about what's a babaloo, Bob's a good boy.
Can't answer any current questions. It can only answer. It's only updated. I think version 3.5 is only updated to 2021. I don't know how far the version 4 has gone up to, but
yeah,
I think it's a few more years of data, and they have to load a tremendous amount of data in. And then the machine, a supercomputer, has to crunch that down to accessible data. What are you doing down there? I'm not talking about Steve right now. Ah! No. Hey, leave her alone.
Maybe you talk too rough on Siri. I mean, it's from Apple.
Maybe. What are you doing there, girl?
Are we sulking?
Well, she tried to clean up and he bit the phone. A little harder than he would have hit me, so. It's okay, big boy. I know you're trying to protect me.
That's true. 2021, Bob was already a good boy.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Rosebud notices that they are all active today.
Right? Yeah, that's the truth.
Well, they've got somebody stirring up the pot.
See,
Yep, that helps.
He's literally shaking all the ropes up.
Don, were you just pinched by Pippa? That's what GTH would like to know.
No. Now leave her alone. No, she's just hanging down like a bat. What happened was she's hanging down and KK didn't like it, so he bit the phone. I know you want down here, Jazz. Hey, leave her alone.
And just needs one instigator and the whole flock is on fire.
Yeah, much more energetic than normal.
Mm.
And if I recall, Jasmine is the one who KK doesn't seem to get along with all that well, right?
Yeah, I don't know what started it. She might have walked on him or something. I'm not sure.
Something
Yes.
Yeah,
accident.
sounds like what Jasmine would do.
Yeah, she just walked over anything that's in her way. So
She's a girl on a mission.
Pippa was trying to defend me one day. Stop it! Leave her alone. Cut it out. No, stop. Stop. No, no, no. Get over here. Get over here. Come here, Pippa. Come on. You can get down here now. KK's off my lap. Hey, baby.
Aw.
Lucy, you're actually scratching it the wrong way. She has one, I think she got it out of her eye. She has one feather that grows incorrectly now, and it bothers her eye.
Oh,
But she was actually pushing it the wrong way. What are you doing? Are you a pretty bird?
pretty, but
Pretty bird. Yes, she is.
What did you say? Yep, yep. What you doing? Pretty bird? Pretty bird. Pretty bird. KK, what are you doing? Oh, he sees Pippa on my left. Yeah, that's Pippa.
Pippa.
Pippa. Hello.
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 Hello, Pippa.
That was
Hi,
very
KK.
cute.
Hi, KK.
Hi, KK.
That's
Hi,
really cute.
What do you want? You wouldn't even talk to me yesterday. You wouldn't even talk to me yesterday. And today I'm supposed to pet your beak?
So obviously, Buster calls himself a good bird.
Yeah, that's so sweet when they do that.
Yeah, absolutely. When Bob is sitting there and saying, Bob's a good boy, Bob's a good bird.
He's a good boy and a good bird.
Mm.
Yes, he is. Oh, how sweet.
Mm. Cecil can be such a gentle bird.
It's amazing how quickly he switches from 1 minute chasing and scaring everybody to preening Lucy sweetly. It's just
Cecil Jekyll, Cecil Hyde.
Mm.
yeah. Should have called him Sybil.
Should have called him what?
Sybil after a book. It actually was fake, but a psychiatrist had written about a supposed client of his that had 16 personalities.
Oh,
They even made a movie about it, but later on they found out that there really wasn't a such person.
oh my gosh. Just patient confidentiality to keep it a secret.
You can't trust anyone.
Nope.
But you can trust Cecil.
Jazzy Jazzbird. He's chewing on a toy. As soon as I put the camera on her, she stops chewing. That figures.
Yep.
Right back there. Who said you could sleep? Snowball. What are you doing? What are you doing? Snowbird. What kind of a sound is that? It's like the creaking door. KK, that's who you are. Hi, KK.
Hi, KK.
No, that's a warning to Pippa. What he's doing now.
Oh,
It's a little Pip. She doesn't do much. Now, if you're over on me, this is not going to be a good situation.
that will stir the pot for sure.
Hi, KK.
Oh, KK. Hi, KK. It's got such a sweet little voice.
He really does.
A good bird. Good bird. Hi, KK. You gonna eat me now?
KK.
Hello.
Hello.
No.
KK, how you doing, KK? Mm-hmm. KK bird. Hi, KK. Hi, KKK. Hi, KK.
Hi, KK.
Hey,
A
Kay,
good
are you
bird.
talking to our chatters? Most of them respond in chat and say, hi, KK.
Yeah. Everyone wants to say hi to KK.
Yeah, actually, KK is always pretty talkative. The only thing is I don't understand that much what he says, but he sometimes speaks, I think, in whole sentences. I clearly understand KK, hello, and bird. He often says a whole sentence around something in bird.
Mm.
Right. Hello.
Like, KK.
Hi, KK.
KK.
So I think KK is a good bird or something like that. He has already said while I was
Hello.
on phone.
KK. You are a good bird.
He's a bird.
You are a good bird. Good bird. KK. Hi, KK. About a foot away from Pippa now, so I would reach over and let him climb on my arm, but I probably would not have an arm left. Hey, bird.
And so far, now I think one time Don mentioned that KK already has said one of the other birds' name, like Snowball. I think the thing is he said once Bob and he said already Snowball. And the thing is Snowball and Bob are the other ones who talk a lot. So he just could learn it by them. Because Bob is
right. Just
telling
saying their
everyone
own
that
names.
he is Bob and he's a good boy. And Snowball tells everyone he's Snowbird, Snowball, or Snowball.
Right. Right.
So cute.
All right. KK.
Mm.
KK. It's okay, baby. It's all right.
KK.
You're a good boy,
There's
KK.
plenty of other stuff to do.
Hello.
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 Pippa, you need to move down a little bit. No, don't move closer. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
No flapping. No flapping. No flapping.
Off you go.
Said I'm out of here.
Mm. Is she now upset?
You okay, KK? Sorry, are you okay, Pippa? Pippa, you all right? Well, you can't flap around him. You know what happens.
Okay. KK.
Sweet Pippa.
Hello.
Hello.
KK.
Mm.
I have to make sure I don't connect her getting off my lap with him wanting her off my lap. So
Right.
that's why he's not being offered a place to sit right now.
Yeah. Let those be two totally separate events.
That was a sugar yawning.
Yes, you are a good bird.
Sugar in heaven. It's a KK.
KK.
KK bird.
Pip, pip.
Pippa.
Hi, KK. Hello. You're sneaking closer, KK. Hello. KK, KK. Hi, KK. Hi, KK.
Hi,
Pippa.
KK.
I'm so chatty today.
Hi, KK.
KK. Hello.
KK, are you trying to be cute?
Probably.
It's
He said
working.
trying. I am.
Mm.
Hi, KK. KK.
Hey, KK.
KK bird.
KK birdie.
Aw.
Mm.
Hi,
You're a
KK.
good boy.
Arr.
Aw, how sweet.
That's lovely.
Bird.
Bird.
What a cutie pie.
Hi, KK.
KK.
KK, are you trying to break the internet by being super cute? KK.
Just
Yep.
adorable.
Hi, KK.
Aw.
Okay.
Well, KK's definitely in his happy spot.
Mm.
Sitting right on my watch. Yeah, which is the only way I can sit up. You want to move just enough for me to see what time it is? I thought it
It's
was.
about time to wrap it up.
Yeah, it is. Well, guys, we will see you on Wednesday. And thank you for being here. Thank you, Anna Marie and Eleanor and Aaron, for your moderation and tolerance of these evil birds.
We love them. Thank you, Don, and thank you, Anna Maria and Eleanor and the extended flock family.
Yeah,
Thanks
great to talk to
everybody
you
for
all,
coming.
guys. Hope to see you Wednesday.
Don't do anything KK wouldn't do.
Bye, KK.
Say bye, KK.